Order submitted. Order filled.
Order filled.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully you have an ugly sweater on. I do. All right, we're kind of capped in the range here, but I think they're going to try to expand. I did just take two tiny little stop outs, right at the exact bottom. So let's see if we can get some juice on this here. Okay, yesterday's high. Here we go. Now 64 is my number. If we get through 64, this thing can bang. 70. Here it is right here. Here's the actual numbers. All right, so 6375, 69875, and 7011. But it's got to get through through 64 first. Tape is 2.25. Okay, now 63. All right, what I want to show you is just kind of how the VPOCs work here on the candles, right? So we want them to kind of cluster and then kind of move upwards. Okay, right now they're kind of selling it off the VPOCs, right? So you want to look for the largest candle, right? The largest VPOC of the candle. So then 225 is my over under. Okay, so yeah, now we're under it, we're at it. So that's my decision point, because now you have VPOCs above it. So did they sell it? So in relation to the bubbles, you're watching where's the largest volume, because what if there's a big bubble but there's not a lot of volume, or what if there's a VPOC but no bubble? That means there was no aggressive buyer or seller, right? So in relation to the bubbles, we're watching the VPOCs, right? Okay. And looking at which way they go from each one and how they're selling or buying, or the tape is reacting. Right now, we got a big one forming at 2 even. They're trying to sell it here. The overall Globex VPOC, 6125. So they touched 63.75 and burnt it.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
Uh, 61 is your over under by the tape. So when we're looking at the inside of the interior of the candle, right? What we're looking at is like, so here's 59 on the open. Okay, here's where they absorbed, right? See buyers, they absorb, right? So here's a seller. Does he get traction down to 59? Okay, or does 59 not print? And I don't know which way it's going to go. That's what I'm watching. Does 59 not print? And we go back up here and it tests and pushes through. Okay, so that's what I'm watching. All right, so there's a sell, but we're above VWAP. Okay, we're at VPOC. That's I am not taking that blue as a sell, not necessarily, not yet. They're gonna have to show me the sellers, right? Because why did we instantly go right back above 60 half? There's a Santa hat. I tried to go buy a Santa hat, and there's just everybody already bought them all. All right, so now what I'm asking the market is, did the buyers find value under VPOC, or are we going to slam it right back down to VWAP? Lots of tape here. Well, relative, right? Volume sucks. Watching what? So 63.75 is the over under. Okay, stops up on the add orders.
Order
Order
canceled.
filled.
Okay, one left. Here we go. I added at 61 on the pullback after it dripped through 60, showed support on the tape. Again, look at the VPOCs. So do we hold 62s? But I want to remind everyone, this is after context, right? You can't just learn this without context. Lots of transactions going on here. Look at the larger transactions. I think I have it set at 49. Yeah. Stops up. Oh, wow. It just spiked to 67 in a fraction of a second. Wow. And stopped. And that's 67 Mancini. Wow. Like literally in a fraction of a second from 65 to 67 without anything. Okay. Stopped to 61.75 for me, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I hate it. Oh, yeah. See, that's gross. They got him. That's too big of a wick. Man, that's too bad. That was a good trade. That was looking good. That's telling you there's too much supply up there. The delta skyrocketed. Okay, and they said, "Oh, thanks. We knew you were. We were waiting for you. Look at this." Yeah. So 175. So I'm going to get one tick on my original entry. That's so unfortunate. Come on, lucky me. Lucky llama. Increased volume, right? Now let's look at the other side of this. And I'm not saying it's going to. If they go to 67.50 right now, who's smoked? Just think about it. I'm not saying it's going to, because I'm going to show everybody again. Let's go to the larger time frames. Look. Daily exterior, daily external liquidity, right? This is external liquidity, right? So if it goes up in here, they sell it. If it goes up in here, they sell it. The deeper in here they get, if they're actually sitting there waiting to sell, right? They're the Walmart or the 7-Eleven, okay, that's got the candy bar for $3, okay, instead of $1.50, right? Because it's convenience, right? Oh, you want that? Okay, here you go, right?
Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Leg sweep is 175. $63 is your over under. 63 and 64.75. No fill at 175 on the ad order. Oh my goodness. That's pretty strong. Now we don't want it to go below there. If they get through this through 68, oh, look how many people are going to get packed. There's a lot of supply up here. They're like, hello, welcome. Doors are open. Hello. They've got some MITs up here. You see that at 64? Let's see if he's there. Yep. You see him? It's about 10 to 1. It's about 10 to 1. So he sells, 3 and he bought 3 and he sold 30. It's not that he has to buy any. It's that's what order hits. Are they trying to weaken him, wear him out, see what kind of supply he actually has or not? He is defending 64 with all of his might. Is he going to be right?
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order canceled.
Okay, 1R. 2R 67. 2R 67. Okay, either this gets absorbed or he owns it. Ready? Ready? Either this gets absorbed, okay, and we flush, or he owns it and we roll. Ready? And if we roll, my stop goes right up underneath this buyer, right up underneath him. Okay, if it sells right back down to my 62. Okay, there's an imbalance at 66.50 to 67, right? So that's what they're working with right now. They're trying to figure out what's up with this. See, okay, they own it. They own it. He just went 100 deep. He went 100 deep. 99 by 0 on that big buble, right? 93 by 19. Okay, 85 by 0, right? Here's the litmus test for the buyers and the sellers. Here we go. Here we go. Decision. Okay, we need it to rip. Otherwise, we got to move this. We got to move this stop up somehow. Boom. 10 stops. That's a good start. That's a good start. Now it's going to be 110. Watch. If we print 67 again, watch 110. Watch. Here it comes. They got to bag them. Watch. 11. Okay, a little bit of selling. Show me 67. Keep unloading. Go ahead. Let's see. Let's see if they absorb you. If not, this goes straight to 64.75. All right. So if it breaks 66, it'll skip 65s. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, there you go. See? Did you see that? I had to go 100 more, right? They're like, wait a minute. How many times do we see this, guys? Come on now. Now we got to figure out how to move that stop up. Move that stop. He's like, man, you're still here? Okay, remember 67 Mancini. That's why there's so much, right? 67, 73. Explosion in one direction. Imminent. It wasn't supposed to go under 66. See, they're skipping 66 straight to 64.75. Now hold above 64.75. There it is. Now hold 475, please. Hold. Go up. I'm kidding. Straight through it. Oh, that's not good. All right, it's 10 a.m. Either they sell through 475 or they don't. Lots of supply up there. Get out of there. Okay, they're going to churn through that 575. Yep, there it goes. Lots of tape at 66. Either they're going to battering ram this thing or it goes straight to 64. Battering ram or 64 right here. So 66 or 63 right now. Straight through 66 or straight to 63. It would be a perfect trap either direction. You can see he's got supply because they're selling it on the uptick. Look at the delta. He's got all you can eat up here. Let's be careful. Nice big volume cluster coming in at 66 quarter. What do they do with it? Are they selling or is someone accumulating all you can eat? He's selling above 66. Does that stay and it flushes? Or is he going to get ran over? Or does he stop doing it because it's all a ruse? Big ceiling at 67. Is it glass? Talk about all you can eat. This is the guy that orders this. This is the guy that puts everything on his plate at one time. Good Lord. Camera is not centered. Eli, feel free to center the camera because this is where I sit. How does it feel when every bit of you urges to sell, yet you're supposed to hold because we haven't had our stop violated? How many of you have FOMO to exit? 2R on blue. And remember, no fill on the ad order at 175. Only 6 contracts traded there. That was strong, very bullish. That's why I held in both accounts. Moved my stop away a little bit to, to the correct stop of blue. Okay. Look, they're trying to sell this. Let's see if they're just trying to get a big bid in there so they can unload it. I'm gonna risk the 4 points to make another 10, 20, 30 points maybe. Hopefully. Big bids coming in. Is someone going to liquidate them? Find the liquidity and drop it on them? Okay, or are they going to bid it up? Make it a nice clean auction. Maybe. The answer is yes. So anytime I give you guys a question of like, is it going to go up or down? Okay, the answer is yes. Just so everybody that's new, just so you know, the answer is yes. The market is going to go up or down. Okay, now here's the next question. Does the next trade win or lose? We can't even move our stop yet, bruz. Okay, there's the big seller. Sell it, boys. Sell what you got. Go ahead.
Order submitted.
Big trade, guys. Big trade. Let's go. Okay, there's a big buyer at the top 70s. Watch your 70s. Watch your 70s. I hate where this stop is. Push. Push 70. Push 70. He's nibbling. Come on, don't trap yet. Don't trap yet. Don't absorb yet. Go. Push. Go. Go. Push. Come on. Look, he's buying the hell out of this thing, guys. And so if it falls on itself, you want your stop tight, tight, tight. See? Yeah, we want it to just push right through here. Push. Push. Pull. Pull. Row. Okay, there's another buyer. Do they absorb him? Hold. My stop's in the wrong place. There you go. Don't print 850. Don't print 850. Come on. Look, he's got all you can eat. Go. Pull the offer. $70 by tape, $69.50 by VPOC. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this is what absorption looks like. Keep that stop tight. If we get one more push, stop goes up. They are plowing this thing. And remember, we're trading the two, even though we're on the 2 minute, we're long on the 2 minute. That was just our microscope, right? That was us sighting our sniper rifle in, on the long target, on the long distance target, which is the 73s, and then 7011 if it gets through 8725. Okay, this is a tricky bar here. This is a tricky bar. Stops up. Crappy stop, but I'm not moving it, right? It's right underneath that 379 by 163 on the 2 minute. And I'm going to do a review of this trade because this was the money today. There's not going to be much more money after this. This is all the easy money right here. This is the easy money right here, right? It gets harder after this. So I'll show all my trades. I'll show what I did, and we'll do a review, and then we will go have a Merry Christmas, everybody. We need one more push. Oh, come on. Come on, absorb that. Absorb that. Go. Take that supply. Take that supply. Go. 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 Go, 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 go. All right, now, see how we're using the VPOCs? See how we're using the VPOCs on the candles? Look, 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 look. Look at this. We're gonna crack them. This is in the PA. Okay, see, look, look, look. You got to be real careful right here, right? What do you do? You go right there. Okay, see it? We're hiding behind there, right?
Order
filled.
Hey, if Apex is going to pay me for that, I'll take it. But you guys can see that that's a sim order. But just to show you, It's a PA, right? No. So if you're still long and you haven't been filled in your live account, pull your stop up, pull your stop up, pull your stop up. All right, let's do a review. I have to stop the recording. Elijah, you have all of that. Elijah, you have all of that. All right, traders, this is Revan Wood. I go by Sage FT. Online, it's a Merry Christmas to you. We just got the present all wrapped up in a bundle. A free 700 in the bank on one trade, folks. I did it in 2 different accounts, so I got about 700 out of it. Let's look at this go at it here. Where the way that we're going to look at this is: did we trade in process? Were we patient? Did we do what we needed to do? Okay, now let's start back from the beginning. I told everybody that this is a larger picture play, and that if we get blah, 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 we're going to blah, 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 right? Okay, now, that will be on the VOD. Okay. Pre-market, 63.75. Pre-market, 63.75. Pre-market, 63.75. And then look at the bottom side. Look. Here's the breaker block, right? On the daily. So the top side of that breaker block is 57.75. You guys can mark this stuff on your chart. You'll see exactly what I'm doing on the 2-minute once you see it. Okay, and so the battle between 58s and 64s. Let's go to the 4-hour. Lock in. Look. It doesn't get any easier.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% certain, Mr. John Cena. I'm 100 on the money certain that if you guys, okay, everybody get out, lock out. You've got a huge seller. If you're long, get out. Okay. Now I'm going to take this as a win because I would not have been filled in my live account, but because this is a PA account, it filled me. Okay. Now, did I have my order there for a very long time? Yes. Should I have been filled? I don't know. I would have closed it. If it were real, like if my live account, I would have sucked it up. It would have trailed to like 72.75. So I would have given it back a half point. Okay, now let's go on. Okay, so this is where it all starts. Oops. This is where it all starts. Let's go to the 1 hour. It's starting to form even clearer. Swoon. Holiday. Low volume. Perfect conditions to manipulate the market in the direction that they choose. Okay, now going down to the 15-minute. Look, it gets even up. Look, it's even smoother. Now, notice, you guys that use your fair value gaps and your breaker blocks. Look, you have a unicorn. Unicorns win over 90% of the time. If done in context, they win over 96% of the time if done correctly. So what are we going to do? We drew it. You guessed it. We're going to buy on the dips. So how did we buy in the dips? Well, here's the 15-minute, folks. It gets even better. This is probably the best video that's ever going to be recorded out of here, but I say that every day. But you know why I say that every day? Because it gets fucking better every day. Let's move on. All right, now, here's no bullshit. Here's how I traded it. Did I F it up? I think so. Let's go over it. Let's take a look. I did it in 2 different accounts. I took blue perfectly, okay, in an eval. Wait, hold on. I want to look really cool doing that. In an eval. Wait. In an eval. Oh, okay. So the way that it works, right? Let's go back to the PA. I'm just being silly for the video. The way that it works is what we want to do is we want to wait till we see the buyers come in. Okay, so here's how it works. Sell. Lower Keltner, VWAP, 200 simple. Okay, we're looking at the larger time frame. Everything is Deutschne for the pullback. We wait to see the buyers come in. We wait to see the buyers come in. We want to be on the right side of the V. The frustration starts when you get mad at yourself because you started on the left side of the V. Let's not do that. Let's carry on. So, okay, we're going to agree that we're looking at the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, and it says get ready on the 2 minute, and if you miss it, you're dumb. Okay, so watch. Yeah, this is a real trade. Absolutely. Yeah. Merry Christmas to me. All right, so entry here. Look, it's all perfect. This fails. You heard the narrative. I said I'm not taking that. Look, they okay. Look, boom. I got stopped out twice for 5 ticks and 6 ticks. Okay, and then this fails. Now watch this. Watch this. This fails. I enter. Add orders were here in the other account, wherever that is. Yep, right there. I tried to add here. No fill. Target would have been here. Okay, so if I would have gotten filled here, my target would have been 2R, not 1R. Okay, if you get filled on your leg sweep, you have to go 2R. Okay, so the remedy to the leg sweep, listen. Oh, here's another video. Oh, man, this is a video in itself. When you put your entry order where your stop should be, you want to make sure that you have multiple of the contracts, because when it goes back to break even, you cut that whole thing and then you have a free trade. Let's move on. We just kept playing. Bap, 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 bap. Long. You could have longed here. Look. And so what we're doing is we're watching the braille. Now watch this. Watch this. They know there are a bunch of stops right underneath this bubble right here. Look. Oh. So you could have bought. Look, you could have bought here with your stop right there. Okay. Go back this weekend. You know, we've got another holiday in the middle of next week. There's going to be lots of time to study this. I have studied this. I've stared at the tape of this contract since 2010. This tape right here. So I know all characteristics of what it's doing. That's why I'm showing you this. Now, look. Okay? So you're just going to wait. Okay, now, here was the tricky part with the stop. You couldn't put your stop at 64. You couldn't put your stop at 64 because 63.75 was that very, very, very important previous high. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. That's going to do it for this Christmas Eve session. There's no more in the tank for me. That was all I could write. That's all I could do. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I will be streaming on Friday. It'll just be a regular stream. It'll be low volume. It'll be more of this. We'll see you over there. The charts will continue to stream on x.com at @the_SageFT. Okay, follow me. You'll see when we go live, always. Now, the charts on X will start again Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, because that's when GlobeX opens. It will be on Christmas. I will not be there. I'm going to be with my family. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share this with your friends, because listen to me. There's not too many people in the world that can do this. There's less people in the world, okay, that can read the tape. There's less people in the world that can read the tape and explain it to you and narrate. The only thing I'm asking you for, share this with your friends. If they're real traders, they will see that there is absolute zero bullshit in what I'm showing you. If anyone tells you that this is bullshit, they're full of shit. Good night. Merry Christmas, everybody. Love you all.